What are the ethical issues of 1960s fast fashion? Imagine a time when fashion was all about bold new styles and breaking traditional rules. The 1960s was a vibrant era of change, with the youth leading the way. But behind the scenes, some issues started to emerge that still matter today. Although the term fast fashion wasn't used back then, many practices from that time laid the groundwork for today's ethical concerns. During the 1960s, companies began outsourcing garment production to countries with lower labor costs. This was the start of concerns about worker rights and fair wages. Workers in factories often faced long hours, unsafe conditions, and very low pay. These issues were not as widely recognized then, but they set a pattern for future problems. Environmental impact also began to show up during this decade. The rise of mass production meant more synthetic fabrics like polyester and chemicals used in textile factories. These materials contributed to pollution and waste, even if the full effects weren't clear at the time. The use of plastics and chemicals started to harm ecosystems, a concern that has grown over the years. Consumerism grew rapidly in the 1960s, especially with the youth culture movement. While some groups pushed for handmade, eco-friendly clothing, most people embraced buying more and discarding clothes quickly. This trend of disposable fashion created waste and encouraged a throwaway attitude that still influences fast fashion today. Designers like Mary Quant and André Courrèges popularized affordable, trendy styles that could be worn for a short time before being replaced. Their work made fashion more accessible but also contributed to the idea of constantly changing styles and quick turnover. This shift helped shape the demand for cheap, mass-produced clothing. Looking back, the 1960s set the stage for many ethical issues in fashion. The push for cheaper, faster production, combined with growing consumer culture, led to environmental damage and exploitation of workers. Understanding these roots helps us see how modern fast fashion developed and why ethical concerns continue to be important. Even though the 1960s didn't have fast fashion as we know it today, the trends and practices from that era contributed to the ongoing conversation about responsible fashion. Recognizing these early signs helps us appreciate the importance of fair labor, environmental care, and mindful consumption in today's fashion industry.